We're going to look at displaying images and text from a database using the banner control within Repeat Signage. If you're using the trial version, please select the Corporate Edition as this allows the display of information from a database. So we're going to start by going to the Utilities tab and select Data Connection Manager. I'm going to add our database and give it a friendly name. So I'm going to call this Database CSV. And in the database connection type box, you can see the different databases you can use. Mine is on a CSV file on the local network, and I'm going to browse for it and open and OK. Selecting the Connect button will give you information about your database. So we can see that it's got 4 fields and 6 records, and we can preview the data and close. And close, and now our database is in the system. So now we're going to create a presentation. So select Presentations, Create New Presentation, and this shows you the size of your computer screen, and we can design for any size screen in landscape or portrait. Select Next, choose a blank template, Create, and this opens up the Repeat Signage Designer screen. We have a floating toolbox, and from the Insert tab, we're going to insert a banner which is pictures or pictures with text. The banner control opens, and we can select location choice and click from a database, add our database. Now mine is on the system, and I can see that I have a choice of 2 databases here. So I'm going to select Database CSV and select. Now we can use the SQL wizard, or you can key in an SQL statement directly into this box. If you're familiar with using SQL, I'm going to use the wizard. So we follow the wizard and choose a table from the database and display its information. Click Next. There's our database, and Next. Now we can add any or all of these fields. I'm just going to add field 2, 3, and 4 to my database. And you can see it started to build up an SQL statement for us. Select Field 2, Field 3, Field 4 from Database CSV. Click Next. Now, under Field 3, I have 2 records for corporate, 2 for education, and 2 for reception. And I want to exclude reception. So I'm going to the filter symbols, and I'm going to uncheck the reception box. Or alternatively, I could use not equal to reception and select OK. And you can see now it's reduced the records down to 4, and it's added where field 3 is not equal to reception. And select the Finish tab, and you can see that our SQL statement now appears in this box. So next we're going to create a template. So I'm going to Custom Template, and you can either load a template or you can use the template wizard. And I'm going to select a template. I'll choose this one and click Next. And it's asking me what screen size I'd like. So I'm going to set this to the current screen size and create. And this brings in my template. So select Edit. And we're going to double click on the images. Select a database field, and my images are in field 2. Select and OK, and we'll double click the text. Select a database field. I'm going to select field 3 and select OK, and double click this text. Select database field, and I'm going to select field 4. Select and OK. And now we're going to close this screen. So File and Exit. And it asks whether you want to save your changes. Yes. Now the next and previous buttons allow you to scroll through the records. And if you want to make any changes to the template, you can use the Edit button. I will have a quick look at the Transitions tab. So this allows you to choose from any of 50 transitions. So we're going to select Fade. And in the Banner General tab, I'm going to have the delay between slides to 15 seconds. And there's other options, so you can change the fonts, colours, background, etc. So we'll select OK, and this brings in the banner. And you can move this anywhere around your screen, and you resize by holding down the corners and dragging. Or you can right mouse click, choose size, and I'm going to make this full screen. Now you can build up your presentation from the Insert tab. So I'm just going to close the presentation by going to File and Save As and give it a name. I'm just going to call this Database Banner and Save and File and Exit. And this brings me back to the presentation screen. Now, if you want to make any changes to your presentation, select Open Existing Presentation and Open. And by double-clicking any of the controls within Repeat Signage, there are further options. If your database is on a file, such as CSV, you can check for updated content in days, hours, minutes, or seconds. And if your database is on a server, you can do a periodic refresh, which forces a refresh of the content while the presentation is playing. Again, days, hours, minutes, or seconds. And I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to exit my presentation, File and Exit. Do I want to save changes? Yes. And back to the presentation screen. And to play your presentation, select Play Presentation and Open. And there we are. And to close your presentation, right mouse click, select Exit or Control and C. And this brings you back to the presentation screen. Thank you for watching.